Through his time in public office, Mr. Geno has been Police Commissioner, Chair of the Public Service Commission and the Chief Ombudsman. He says the integrity of an individual and the integrity of the Constitution must be upheld at all costs.
Rule of law must be upheld without fear or favor. Everyone in this country is subject to the Constitution. We're very fortunate that we're in a constitutional democracy. And in my view, democracy will not work on its own. We must have a very strong rule of law, which is the Constitution, to make it work. And then the challenge is that those officers who are at the helm, leading those institutions, they must work. Otherwise, we lost the plot.
Speaking about events surrounding the questioning of the Prime Minister into allegations of his involvement in the Paul Paraka matter, Mr. Geno said these investigations need to be allowed to be completed.
The allegation of criminal offences, and when the police officer authorized by the Constitution and those acts I mentioned, and on reasonable suspicions to believe the offence has been committed, they have to act without any referral to anybody, no.
Former Chief Justice Sir Arnold Ahmed said in a separate interview today from Medang that the moral integrity of the Prime Minister's office needs to be protected.
All that he needs to do is to simply volunteer to go in and answer the questions that the fraud squad officers had requested him to do the interview on, and the warrant of arrest would be rendered unnecessary, and the calls to step aside all not required in any law at the present. It's a moral issue.
Mr. Geno said with the issue of vetting investigations by higher-ranking officials, he feels that is a cause for concern.
Any members of the outside of the force to be involved in the vetting process, that is unconstitutional, and also it is arguably may tantamount or impinge on the role of the judiciary.
He said it's time the Ombudsman Commission should state clearly if they are investigating into the serious allegations of the breach of the leadership code.
There are multiple alleged leadership breaches have been committed. The ball is in the court of the Ombudsman Commission. Whether they're going to do anything about it or not, that is their call. But as a former chief ombudsman, I can say that the observation, the multiple leadership breaches already been committed.
So far, the Prime Minister has maintained through media statements and in Parliament that unless evidence of his involvement is produced, he will not be going in for questioning.
I've always stated this, and I state this again very clearly. If there's one evidence that I received one financial benefit, I will resign tomorrow.
Sarah Aupong, National EMTV News.